This is a 2022 Peugeot 2008 family SUV. Now in this video I'll tell you everything you need to know from its design, interior, features, practicality and quality, and what you get as part of the GT spec. And then finally I'll deliver my verdict and we'll see whether this car is worth having. Now let's talk design, starting with the back. And I must say, especially in this color contrasting black and orange, sunset orange as Peugeot calls it, this car looks especially stunning. And I also like the way this light was, you get this three sort of like claw like, and the indicators is just one of them. Then you get Peugeot written out proudly in the back, and of course you get the lion logo. And then moving further down, this GT, you get twin exhausts, but they are surrounds. However, they are not completely fake as in some other cars, namely Audi. And then moving down the side, again you can see that this contrasting color has a special effect on this car's looks. It enhances them even more. You get lots of 16-inch alloy wheels with good designs, and you get this plastic cladding to give it a sort of off-roady presence, and you get contrasting door mirrors, GT written out proudly over the side, again the wheels, and then you have the front where these lights and this sort of claw-like feature is especially dazzling and stunning, to say the least. Now I like what Peugeot has done with this grille, giving it these slats that enhances the look even more. And then you get 2008 written proudly on the front. And I think overall, design wise, this car is leagues ahead of the one it replaces. That car was an ugly blob. Now for a car of this size, the boot is reasonably big and you can fit a lot of stuff here. The parcel shelf is also removable. You also get some underfloor storage beneath there, and also this can fit in there, so if you need, you can extend or you can choose the level of practicality you get with this car. Right, here we are in the interior of this brand new Peugeot 2008, and first thing you notice immediately, especially if you're a tall person like me, is that the steering wheel is kind of low. So if you look at my point of view, I am seeing this. Now the seat is as low as it can possibly go and as furthest back as it can possibly go, but my view of the instruments is still obstructed. But the good thing is that despite the seat being lowered, the view out in front is great. The door mirrors, I like the look of this interior. You get some curvy and sharp lines, and you get good quality where you're touching where your arms are, and generally soft touch. But down there, you can probably hear that's scratchy. But in terms of its class, I think this is the class leading interior, because unless you go to premium manufacturers like BMW with this X1 or Audi with this Q2, you're not going to find a better interior at this price. I also like how these buttons, they remind me of the last car I did, the Mini Cooper S, and I raved on about these buttons, and these are not as good to look at but equally as good to use and feel. Talking about practicality, well, you have this cupboard space here. It's quite large, as you can see. You have two USB ports here, one normal USB, one USB-C. Then you have a couple of cup holders down here, and you also get this sort of tray where I'll keep my phone holder there, and you get this sort of space beneath the central armrest, which is decent, let's say. And then you also get this glove box here, which is, well, it's adequate. That's the best I can say about it. While I like the shape and the cool sort of seamless look of this rearview mirror, the view out back is fairly limited due to that small windscreen. Another criticism of the design, which is sporty and cool looking, but in terms of function it's limited. However, you are helped with this gigantic screen, which in this GT spec comes standard with reversing camera, so parking is easy. But as I will show you when the car is on, there's still a limitation to that. Now, this car, being the GT spec, comes standard with the full width digital driver's display, and there's one cool thing when you accelerate. Look at this. It has a soft limiter, but it goes sort of, you could probably notice it sort of goes anti-clockwise and numbers go clockwise, and it sort of creates a cool look. I'm fairly impressed with this infotainment system. As you can see now, it's connected to my phone, and as soon as you press it, it responds. You go to temperature, you can change it here, though there's a limitation to that. In order to change your climate settings, you have to take your eyes off the road, use the screen, change the fan speed, the temperature, auto, whatever. However, the screen itself is fairly responsive, and it's quite nice and bright, and you can also change the colors as well. For the infotainment system, you get shortcut buttons here. So you have your music, you have your climate, and then you have your map. You can see there right now, and then you can, you know, add or search wherever you want to go. However, it's all touchscreen orientated, so it would have been easier if there was something like, you know, in BMW's iDrive, like a wheel or some sort of physical control in order for the usability and functionality of the infotainment system to be increased. As promised, the reversing camera. Now, as you can see, this is quite a large screen. However, the actual part of the camera feed is little, but you do get sort of 360 view sensors there, and also you get some different views, and you can see zoom view, you can see 180 view, which is sort of a big plus point for this car. Here in the back seat, and you can see I have limited room, despite this seat being in a position where an average person would be comfortable. And despite the car's sleek design, I still have enough headroom, but the side that slopes off inwards, my head is hitting that, which is not good. However, as you can see on this side, this car has enough space for a car seat beneath my fully backed driver's seat. And talking about the seat, you can see from here, I will talk about this more in detail, but you can see how these are some seriously comfy seats in this GT spec. Another drawback back here, as you can see, these don't go all the way down, and then if you, like me, like putting your arm like that, it's gonna get uncomfortable. You do get some storage at the back of the seat in terms of the small net, but you have no central armrest, no way to pull the seat down, so therefore no cup holders in the back. However, the quality in the front also does not extend back here. See, the front, it was soft touch plastic, but this is scratchy. It's little bit disappointed with that. Now, as promised, the seats. First thing to note is the seat does have ISOFIX points in the front. However, these zipper ones, which are a pain to access. However, overall, these are not the optional leather seats, but still, you get cloth in the middle and this sort of fake leathery thing here. And I do think it's more than adequate, and you don't need to kill cows in order for extra leather, because you don't really need it here. This GT spec car, being the manual, is the 1.3 litre 1.2 litre 3-cylinder petrol with around 130 horsepower, and it's meant to do 0 to 60 around 8 to 9 seconds. However, as you can probably hear more than me, is how loud this engine is. It sounds more like a grumbly diesel. However, for a petrol engine, it still gets good economy with claim 48 miles per gallon. Also, the car's horn sounds like this. Finally, it's time for the verdict. And the verdict is in one short word: great for the price point and for its class. This is a really great car. I haven't filmed it, but I drove this car for more than 5-6 hours straight and really enjoyed my time with it. So yeah, this is a fantastic car and one of the best in its class. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and stay tuned for more videos coming soon.